Hey guys, Smashcast here. I'm PJ and
AG.
and today we're going to be talking about the Pokemon on the Smash roster and what the state of that is. So, is there going to be newcomers? Is there going to be fighters cut? And we'll talk about it in this video.
So, as of now, we've got 6 Pokemon in the roster. That being Jigglypuff, Pikachu, Charizard, Lucario, Greninja, and Mewtwo. So, those 6 characters, some of them will be cut, as PJ said, and we're going to start off with the ones that are definitely staying. So, Pikachu at number 1, guaranteed to stay in. Only thing, I don't need to say any reasons for this, the only thing that's going to be changing here is the alternate costumes. We're going to see Detective Pikachu, he's going to do a comeback here. I mean, an introduction. And he will be my favorite alternate costume of SSP4, Luce Libre, which is going to be the costume that I hate the most in this. So, you got the little bipolar, but those 2 changes are the only changes they're going to have in the Pikachu, but guaranteed to stay in.
Next on the list we have Charizard. So this is pretty self-explanatory, fan favorite, one of the most notable things in Pokemon, in my opinion, other than Pikachu. 2 Mega Evolutions from Pokemon X and Y. Very relevant, cannot see him being removed whatsoever or tampered with.
And next, we have Jigglypuff. So Jigglypuff, some may want her to be removed, but it is part of the original cast. Even though it's not the original 8, it is part of the additional unlockable characters from SSB and 64. So, for that reason, there is a lot of preferential treatment for these characters. So, it is very unlikely that Jigglypuff will be removed and Sing will continue to be sung through the echoes of Smash always.
So the final guaranteed Pokemon to stay for the Smash roster of Smash 5, in our opinion, is going to be Mewtwo. Now, people were so happy when Mewtwo got announced as DLC. People were scared that Mewtwo wasn't announced during the actual days of Smash 4's development. And we're pretty happy to see that Nintendo was holding a surprise for Mewtwo to be added in as DLC. And to be honest, removed him for Brawl and is not going to leave anytime soon due to all the fan appreciation they got when they announced it back in Smash 4.
Now for the next fan favorite, Decidueye. Now, this may not be a fan favorite to the common men like me who are not Pokemon fanatics, but are OG fanatics. So, I for one would have liked to see a lot of the original characters come back, Gen 3, but Decidueye makes the most sense for a newcomer in Smash. So, the reason being, we saw Greninja come back, introduced in Smash 4, because it was the fan favorite character, mostly influenced because of the anime. So Ash, for one, chose Froakie as his starter Pokemon, which influenced a lot of people to choose that as their starter Pokemon too. And we see the same thing with Decidueye in the latest generation of the anime. We have Howlet being chosen. So Decidueye is an obvious choice in this case if we follow the pattern of Greninja and Decidueye. Now, another reason for this would be if Charizard and Greninja make return from SSB4, we would have Grass, Fire, and Water, something that was lacking in SSB4, which would be great. I just have OCD when that's not in. There's so many possibilities, and something that PJ pointed out earlier, great point, is the fact is that Decidueye's already in Pokken Tournament. It would make no sense to not have him in SSB4 at this point, and all they have to do is just port his moveset. Obviously, they'd have to tweak it a little bit, but there is so many good reasons why he should be in.
So for the next on our list, probably the most controversial is going to be Lucario. Now, in our opinion, this Pokemon could be in still or could be cut. And the reasoning for this is Game Freak may be killing off Mega Evolution, which was what was keeping Lucario relevant, basically. And it really depends on what game comes out. So if Pokemon Switch gets announced and it's Gen 8, then I personally think that Lucario is going to be cut. But if Gen 4 remakes are announced, I think that Lucario will stay in. It really is circumstantial on what Game Freak wants to do for the next Pokemon game, Gen 8 or Gen 4.
And finally, we have Greninja. So, much like Lucario, this is another SSP4 character who is not guaranteed to come back, could be cut, but depending, it could happen. So, Greninja, has competition now with Decidueye. So Decidueye is now the newcomer for the Pokemon series if this goes through. Now, would they want to remove Greninja, as that was sort of like trying to keep fresh with the series at the time? It would make sense. Now, the only thing is that if Lucario has stayed in the series so long despite his generations being passed, it would make sense if they kept Greninja in. But to be contemporary and keep up with the series, Decidueye could replace altogether Greninja.
So that's going to be it, guys. Be sure to leave a comment below. Do you agree with our decision? Do you think Decidueye will be added? And do you think Lucario has a possibility of being cut, or are we wrong here? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, guys, SmashCast signing out.